is that just Gage upstairs sleeping? Welcome to Fat Guy Fantasy Football. It is week 16, and it's our picks and prediction show. It could be shown anytime between Wednesday and Sunday football, but it's Saturday on a holiday weekend.
Woo!
The day before Christmas Eve. It's Saturday. There are games today. We'll talk about that in a minute. There'll be games tomorrow and on Christmas Day. My name is Chris Allison, and this is my co-host, Johnny Wentworth.
Hello, hello. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, the Giant Thumb isn't here.
Sleepy.
He's upstairs, sleepy. So, it's playoff time in Yahoo Land, and it's week 1 of 2. And this is for the for all the marbles at this point, all across the land. Everyone is stressing out.
The witching hour.
Yeah, that's right. Where losses become wins.
And wins become losses.
That's right. So,
looking at you, Dwyer.
That's right, Dwyer. Yeah, you're under the gun right now. Listen, only 2 people picked Seattle over Philly. That was great. That was me and H. Cowboys and Philly lose, and that just makes me smile. Atlanta coach and owner and GM, you are all terrible. B. Robinson failed last week. He didn't even get on the field very much, which is ridiculous. He's their best player. And let's just get right into the games. I mean, I could talk about the Stromboli Challenge and talk about Attaboys and Uncle Mike mentions, but let's go right to the games. Already Thursday, it was New Orleans at the Rams. I took the Rams. Johnny?
I took New Orleans.
Took New Orleans.
After the fact, I should have just cheated. But no.
Cincy today at 4:30 rolls into Pittsburgh with Rudolph, whatever his name is.
Randolph, the red-nosed douchebag.
He's going to be their quarterback today because they are banged up in a mess. And right now, Cincy is running hot. Although Chase will not be in the game, Higgins will be their number 1.
They don't need Chase.
And the rest of the team can catch the ball. So I'm taking Cincy for the win.
Obviously.
Buffalo goes to the Chargers tonight in the night game.
In the week.
Nice warm weather. Buffalo will win the game.
Buffalo's going to be so giddy that they're in like 75-degree temperatures.
It's going to be a little mini vacation for them.
That could work against them, though, too.
They're just going to roll on them.
Yeah.
Sunday, because I don't even think they have Allen in that game, the Chargers. I think Palmer is going to be the new number 1 on that team right now.
They're done.
And plus, they're using a guy named Stick as their quarterback.
He's
Sunday.
He's going to get the hit stick.
That's right, the boomstick. Sunday at 1 o'clock, Washington goes to the Jets. Wow, this is just poor football going to be played. Washington will win.
I'm taking the Jets. When 2 teams are terrible like this, I always go for the most popular team. So we're going to go Jets. It'll make most of my friends happy. Well, some of them, not all of them. Sorry, Alex.
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm doing well or not, but I'm like 1 away from Dwyer. So I'm telling you right now.
I think I have more Redskin fans than I do Jet fans. I'm still picking the Jets, so.
All right, so I took Washington, you took the Jets. I'm taking Detroit at Michigan. Detroit at Minnesota is what I meant to say. Again, I hope they roll heavy with the Gibbs, light on the Montgomery for fantasy implications. But I'm taking the Mullins as a possibility to replace Lawrence if he does not clear concussion protocol. And I did that because Detroit's got a really weak secondary, and Minnesota has got probably the best receiving core tight end receiving group in the NFL. So that's my strategy for that, but I'm taking Detroit for the win.
I'm taking Detroit for the win, but I did put in Adam Thielen for tomorrow.
Thielen plays for Carolina.
Oh, yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, how long did he play for Minnesota?
Forever.
All right.
Cleveland goes to the Texans, and
Wow,
listen,
we
this
got to
is
edit that out.
no
Ah.
one take. We do all this in,
Well,
and
then
we're
let's
not
start this over
affiliation.
again.
No, you sit down. Listen, it's Flacco time, guys. I'm telling you, this guy's the hot guy to have in the playoffs as your number 3 quarterback.
He's pissed.
And I dropped him, and you grabbed him.
Yep.
So
I snatched him. I didn't grab him. I snatched his ass.
That's right. Cleveland for the win.
Yeah, Cleveland, definitely.
Green Bay, I'm taking you for the win over Carolina.
Me too, even though I think it's going to be a good game. I got Green Bay.
I didn't write any of the D's of the week, but that would be one of my choices. Seattle goes to Tennessee. I'm taking Seattle.
Yep.
Geno's back in the lineup. That was another option, but H grabbed him in free agency, so it didn't matter anymore. The Colts go to Atlanta. I'm taking the Colts for the win. Atlanta does not know their ass from their elbow.
Definitely the Colts.
Okay. The Jags go to Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay in the first 4:00 game.
Yeah, me too. Jags.
Home game for Tampa. What's his name's playing real well at QB. Lawrence is questionable. I don't know. If you got a brain injury, I don't know. It's like they're saying 50-50. I don't even like that. So Mullins may be my last minute choice. Anyway, Cowboys go to Miami. Another loss for you. That's right, as you and Philly squirm at the end of the year.
That's right. The Philly's going to lose too, so.
I'm taking Miami for the win. Oh, really? You going
Miami.
There? Are you going to say this?
I'm going there.
Oh, my God. Arizona goes to Chicago. You know what? Chicago at home, cold weather.
Chicago for sure.
I'm just going to say that their defense will get it done.
Yep, so many advantages.
All right, New England. You are playing at Denver for the 8:20 game for Sunday night. Taking Denver.
Well, you know who I'm taking.
Yep. Homer. Don't.
It cost me 13 L's this.
Open Face Club sandwich.
That's a whole game. That's a whole week's worth of wins.
Oh, Johnny.
That's why I'm in last.
Oh, Johnny. Well, we'll be rolling those numbers in a minute.
Because those people keep dropping off at a last. Eventually, I'm gonna be the bar.
I love you, Pittsburgh and New England fans. It's great. I love it.
Yep.
Anyway, Las Vegas, you are going to Kansas City for the Monday Night Football, one of 2 games for Christmas Day. I'm taking Kansas City at home.
And you're probably taking Philly too, but this is Christmas upset. I got Vegas and the Giants kicking ass.
What?
Yep.
Don't do it to me. Come on. I'm taking Kansas City and I'm taking... That's right. Against my Giants, I'm taking Philly because I have to utilize Hurts and the Philly defense for fantasy implications. All right. That's done. That week is over. We only got a little bit of time left for the Stromboli Challenge.
Right, 2 weeks.
We only have a couple shows. Then we go to retirement. We go. What do we do? Go Miami Beach. We put a Pismo Beach. We meet up with Bugs Bunny and
we go to the Keys. Take Bugs.
That's it. Yep, that's right.
Island
Fish Company. Yeah, right. We wish that's way off. All right, so let's cut right to Uncle Mike's mentions first. Uncle Mike mentions
Uncle Mike, we love you, Uncle Mike.
Thank you so much for the support. We love it.
And the helmet, too. Didn't he send the helmet?
Paul sent the helmet, but Mike sent the helmet and the stickers prior to that. So they both set up a lot of stuff for our set. And the cats like to knock them around. There's the helmet right there for Mike. The stickers are up in my mirror. There's the one from Paul. There's one I had from before. I don't know what that team is. And this one is from, I think, Anthony.
Yeah. I think he found it in the dump or something.
Either that or what's his name? Dingleberry brought that.
2 different
I think that's from Dingleberry, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, so, okay, well, Mike mentions that the favorites went 12-4 last week. And the home teams went 11-5. He also created an Excel spreadsheet he wanted to have me utilize, and he said it would help me out. Sent me a copy of what it looked like, and I said, listen, thank you so much. I have a method. I have a process. It looks identical year after year. It's the same thing. So I thanked him very much for his assistance. But again, he does this every week. He gives us extra information. Stromboli Challenge, guys. Listen, there initially was 27 competitors. We're down to 18. We had 12 attaboys this week. One person had 13 wins, though. And that was me.
Of course, the guy who...
Woohoo! The guy who counts the wins. It's me. So anyway, Dwyer, that's right. I'm nipping at your heels, buddy. All right, so let's cut right to the Stromboli Challenge.
We need intro music for the Stromboli.
CMA got 13. Mike Nemchek, Chris Bonner, Anthony... Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Nemchek, and Chris Bonner all got 12. Anthony, Matt Hewlett, and Mike McGovern, Paul Nemchek, you all had 11. Dave Dillon, Ethan Babb, and Dwyer, you had 10. You're slipping. All right, Capper, under 10. What you doing, Capper? You got 9. Graham, Janae, you both got 9. Oh, wait, Johnny Wentworth right here in a special part says that he got 11.
Yeah, I was looking. I picked almost all the home teams. And when you said the home teams went 12 and whatever, I was like, oh, sweet, I must have got an attaboy. Then I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12.
All right.
You
want to know why this is happening? It's because
I don't count my own.
No. Because when we finish the show, John puts his notebook down and doesn't look at it.
You gotta come.
And then I gotta meander out here somewhere around Tuesday in the morning, come looking for it. Philip's looking at me, staring at me in the chair, and then I go bring it into the room. Sometimes I've already done the math for a lot of this on Monday morning, and then I count Johnny's stuff. So anyway, Johnny, you got 11. So Janae, we left off with you with 9.
I got an attaboy too for that.
That's right. That's an attaboy to Johnny. That means we had 13 attaboys, not 12. Sean, you got 7. And then we go into the 0 zone. Oh, Georgie, I'm sorry, you got 8. And Doug, you also got an attaboy. You had 10. All right, everybody else, I don't need to mention your name, okay? Because we're going to go to the big list now.
The naughty list.
Okay, and it's, actually, that ends up becoming our thank you list, too, now.
That's the nice list.
All right, so... Dwyer, you have 144 wins. I have 143. Anthony has 142. Dave Dillon, 141. Paul Nemchek, 140. Matt Hewlett, 137. Capper, 134. Mike Nemchek, 134.
Come on, Uncle Mike. You got this.
Janae, 129. And Mike McGovern, 128. Doug Trainey, 128. Chris Bonner, 127. H-Bomb, who was originally all the way on the bottom, now he's in the middle of the pack, 126.
Me too.
He skipped right past you, even though he missed a week. Ethan Babb, 123. The George, 123. Sean Starry, 123. Graham,
Johnny
122.
123.
Johnny Wentworth, 123.
I went all the way from last to up in the middle.
There you go. You're right up there now. And then you're ahead of Graham at 122. Caden Kime, 121. Cooper, 113. Ben Kime, 113. Marcus, 111. Cannon, 108. McBain, 105. Jamie Hinchman, 86. Jay Pan, 82. Larry Moore, oopsie daisy, I left you off the list. You're at 117, so you're up there. He doesn't matter. Those guys aren't watching anymore.
No.
But again, I'm going to skip to the end and just say thank you. But that list of people that are on the lower bracket from, say, Caden all the way down, Thank you. Thank you very much for participating. That's great. Obviously, this is a really tight race. It's getting crazy
It's
tight.
the tightest race I think we've ever had.
Ever had. Caden last year just owned everyone. Yeah, he owned everyone.
So it wasn't even really.
It was actually fun. His dad was the only one in contention with him.
It was fun for him and no one else.
Right? Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
Okay, like so I mentioned the Attaboys. Johnny, thank you for checking in on that list. Hometown heroes, we have none. And Dick Punches, Buffalo versus Cowboys. I was watching that game, and I bet you McBain would agree with me. I was watching these professional players attempt to injure each other. Not just play football, but they were taking cheap shots at each other. They were taking low knee shots at each other. They were doing out of bounds hits on each other. Like, listen, I mean, yeah, it's competitive. It's an aggressive game. But when it becomes so obvious, it's scary. It's like you're just getting ready to see somebody intentionally wound someone, and then they're going to fight and go to war. And it's not going to be football anymore. It's going to be chaos. And that, I'm sure, would extend into the stands. So, and those are the stories you don't really ever hear about either. So that was some really bad football that I was watching. Buffalo versus the Cowboys. Let's see. I don't want to get into the whole offsides bullshit. That shit's over. We don't need to talk about that. Eateries. Do you have any Dick Punches?
No, sir.
Okay. Eateries. You know what we do? We talk about the places that we've been. We go to whenever we're in that area, and we recommend for you to go to these places when you're in the area. If you're going to go to see football, if you're going to tailgate, if you're going to do anything, you're going to eat in your living room. These are the hot spots to get some great food. And this goes from regular establishments that have been there forever to guys that are just cracking open their business and running a restaurant or a cart or doing whatever. We support you. We mention you. And we post all your pictures of the food items that you have. And we love to support you guys because it's called Fat Guy Fantasy Football. I'm the fat guy. This is the fantasy football squad. Johnny's putting some weight on. It's all right. All right. So, eateries. Tony's Pizza, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. And they dominate. I love Roberto. We both love going there. And we'll go there forever. G&A Bagels, 24-hour bagel place. Pompton Queen Diner, traditional Greek diner, no longer 24 hours, which is a crime. Manzo's Deli in West Palm Beach, best Italian deli I've been to out of the state of New Jersey. Fish Island Company, my favorite restaurant right now, in Marathon Keys of Florida. Watch football, you can have the water at your back, comforters in front of you, and TV screens in front of you. And their drinks are really strong, so if you're a boozer, that is the place to go. Leone's. This is in Cape Coral. Capper recommends it. It's called Leone's Pizza. He's a big fan. He also goes to a couple other bakeries and stuff like that, and he taunts me and tells me all the amazing meals he's eating. Capper, you are still a bully, but I love you, brother. Another brother, our brother Jason, he's down all over the east coast of Florida, stopping with the Wiener Wagon. He is knocking it out. It looks like he's having a good time doing it. Congratulations, and we hope for your success. Matt Hewlett, Greenville, South Carolina area. Monkey Wrench Smokehouse, Sidewall Bakery, Sidewall Pizza. Wow, some of your food items look amazing. It looks like you guys are kind of pushing the envelope, too, with the types of items that you're selling. That all looks healthy, all looks delicious. Blue and Gray. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Best burgers.
And wings. From what I understand, those are their specialty. Oh, okay. Burgers.
No, the wings, I don't do it. I'm saying I don't do wings, so right. I don't. But
you know what I used to do?
They have a whole page or 2 pages dedicated to wings on their menu, so they must be really good.
I went so many Wednesdays to watch you play, and if you remember, I'd get a soda.
Yep.
And I'd get corn fritters, and they sold those little deep fried corn fritters.
Yep.
Because it was the cheapest item on the menu, but they were melt in your mouth delicious. Anyway. Okay, so those are the eateries. Now, let's do some thank yous. Now, the people we're going to thank right now they do not like necessarily watch the show, so they may not hear our thank you, but that's okay. I want to thank everyone that was so supportive of us, just us in this house. Friends of ours, people like Melanie, people who support the show like Dave Dillon, sharing it to his page. People like McBain, sharing his son, and, people like, Marcus and Ben, getting their sons involved with the Stromboli Challenge. Uncle Mike's mention. Uncle Paul's putting in the display and participating now.
They're bet.
They have a side bet. I love to see if some of you guys start side betting the Stromboli Challenge against each other. I want to thank the newcomers to the AFFIL. Bab and Janae, Ethan and Janae Bab. And Mike McGovern. You guys are in the playoffs in your rookie year. That means you picked 9 and 10 in your rookie year, and now you're in the playoffs. So you're doing something right. To me, I think it's probably thinking it's Janae that's doing everything right.
She's just playing 2 teams.
She's the one with the experience, and McGovern just got lucky that I love him anyway. So I'm hoping that I got to battle one of those guys. Well, I'm playing Alan. There's another guy who won't watch the show, but we want to thank him.
Yeah, so screw you, Alan.
Right.
He'll never see it.
Right, he'll never see it. And then I want to thank some of the family and people who were thoughtful and sent us some amazing gifts. Just food items, gift cards. Capper, you are a part of our show every week since the moment you were here for one of the first shows. So, that's huge. Plus, you were there from the beginning of when we did all this stuff. So, those are my thank yous. I also would love to thank some of the community we have. We miss all our mountain family. I feel detached from them for too long, and I don't like being away from them. They don't necessarily watch the show either. And that's it, and thank you for everyone who's in our support group. That's what it's all about.
That's what
we put ourselves out there. We don't take ourselves seriously.
We put our left selves out.
We don't
put our right selves out.
We're not out in the public. If you look at this group, it's 360 some odd people that are all friends with each other, and it protects the integrity of this group. That means people don't attack us for personal reasons, because then you'd have to be accountable. Strangers get tough guy typists, because they don't have to be held responsible for their stupid comments. So I'm just happy with the way it is. Johnny, another thing is thank you, because without you, this show isn't happening. I've said this before. I've been interested in just retiring the concept, but Johnny keeps me going with a lot of things in life. So thank you too. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And have a safe and happy New Year.
You can hear Gage snoring. Oh no, that's the wind. It sounded like we were in a wind tunnel with that giant nose of his. See, he doesn't watch the show either.